Ladies and gentlemen, so for today, what your job is to work on the 2.2 quartiles and box plot. Now, yesterday we did this lesson by hand, and I taught you the basic concepts of it and how do you do it by hand. Now, for today, the 2.2, what you will do is you will need to do it. You'll learn how to do the same thing on computer. So you'll learn how to do that on Google Sheet as well as on Desmos. Simply because one of the things we want you to do is to prepare you guys for the future. And in this case, in real life, you're not just dealing with, as I said before, like 10 or 15 points. You're dealing with tons of data, sometimes hundreds, if not thousands of data points. So it is important for you to know how to use technology to do that work for you. So you should have this handout here, okay? You should have a hard copy of it at least. Now, what you will do today is now you what you will also do is this. Now, I know that the first part they say open a Google Sheet and title it this way. What I will ask you to do instead is, as you can see here, there's a link to say make a copy of this Google Sheet. So go here, click on that. Now you're going to be in this blank. You're going to be in this blank Google Sheet. What I'm going to ask you to do is to make a copy of it, and make a copy and add your name onto it. Okay. So for me, it will be Emerson Chang, and you'll just make a copy. Okay. Simply because you have no access, you can't edit anything on it. So now you made a copy of this. What you're going to do is to, let's see if I can move this over. Excellent. Now, so you can see there are three sheets here. CC rate, CC means credit card, Desmo screenshot, and then independent practice. So it's all of this is where you're going to do your 2.2, the 2.2 one. Okay. So the first part, this one, determine the quartiles of this data set with the low rate of credit cards. So what you will need to do is you will need to copy all this data onto here. Now, one thing is that if you read the next step, they say click on the down arrow on the top of column A to sort sheet A to Z. Now, because of that, all these points should be down on this column here like this. So what you will need to do is you will need to actually have all these points on here like that. And you probably will need to have all the commas. Okay? You will need to have all the commas taken out because otherwise the Google Sheet will not recognize it as a number. They'll think that this is just some sort of a text. Okay. For if you're interested in coding, they will think that this is called a string. A string is a coding word for saying basically text. Okay. So you're gonna do that. You're gonna add all the enter all the numbers here. I'm just gonna finish this part. And oops. Oops. Obviously, I entered the numbers incorrectly order. And I think the last data point is a 12.9. Okay, so I have all these numbers here now. So column A, sort sheet. So I go here, top of it, you go click on this little space here and sort A to Z. So as you can see, they sort out all these numbers according to order, smallest to largest. Now, the third step here, they say use the median formula you learned previously to find Q2. Now, the median formula? Now, the thing is this: this will require you to actually look back at this activity that we have done before the break. Okay, the last day before the break, we did an online activity again. So you might, if you forget, you might need to look back at this other video on measures of central tendency. I will post. I'll add the link to this into the link below. Okay, into the comments below, so you can find it easily. Okay, so but regardless, you will need to use the median formula to find the Q2, quartile 2, and then you have to use the median to highlight the upper half and the lower half and the upper half, and then use the Q1 to find the median, the lower half, and Q3 by median of the upper half. So basically, you'll need to use the median formula a few times. So again, if you don't remember how to do that on Google Sheets, look over here, March 3rd, this video that will help you. Okay. Now, so you do all this in this sheet here, CC rate 1. Okay. You do get all that done in here. Now, the second part of this here, okay, the annual credit card fees. Now, this part here, you're supposed to use Desmo. Okay. You're supposed to use Desmo to do that. You also need to kind of add the data on there and use the median formula. But I want to show you how to do the Desmo part. The Desmo part, it is interesting. You will need to, so you can go to Desmo and find it. Okay, click on that. Now, what does this instruction mean? Click on the wrench on the upper right corner and uncheck both grid and y-axis. So what you will need to do, you click here, get rid of this and get rid of the y-axis, okay? And add an appropriate label to x-axis. So your x-axis label in this case will be credit card fee. Okay. So done that. Now on panel 1, on the left side, enter A equals square bracket in the data set. Now you're going to use this data set here, but I don't really want to do this whole thing for you. So what I've done is I kind of made up a set of numbers. Okay, so I just randomly made up a set of numbers. As you notice, I have to use the square bracket. Okay, and the computer will actually recognize that, oh, there's 6 numbers in here. You don't even need to have them in order. They will do it for you. Okay. So second panel, enter box plot bracket A and then zoom. Okay, so box plot bracket A. Okay, and they say click on zoom fit and check all others. So click on zoom fit. Okay, exclude all others. So you can see my box and whisker plot look like this. It makes sense because just because the bottom part, it is close to the median. Now the third panel enters stats A. So what it means is that it will do, as you can see, it figures out on this set of data what is the minimum, what's a Q1, the median, Q3, and the maximum. Okay, so that's what you will need to enter. That's how you do the whole thing on Desmos. But remember, you will need to use these numbers here that is on the handout to do that. Okay. Now, after you get that all done, after you've done all this on Desmo, what I would like you to do is to do a screen cap. Okay, so I want you to click on this, and then you'll do a screen cap. Okay, you do a screen cap, and then you'll copy this. And what you should do at this point is paste it on Desmo's screenshot. I just want you to do it. I want you to do it here. Okay, just want you to do that here. You might want to have this smaller. Yeah, so try to have it smaller so it won't be that gigantic. So I can just quickly look at it easily when I check. So something like this will be great. Now, last but not least, they say independent practice. Now, you'll still use the Google Sheet. You'll use the same Google Sheet. Okay. So this independent practice basically is a homework check from yesterday's homework. So what you will confirm your answers for the almost 1 and 3 from 2.2a. So if you look at yesterday's homework, okay, the almost question number 1 and question number 3, okay, so that's what you do here. You'll take these, you will do it either on Google Sheet or you can use, yeah, so use the Google Sheets to do that. Now, question 2, they say go to Google Classroom and try this. Don't worry about it. You can skip this step. Skip this step entirely. Okay, skip this step entirely. But what you should do is go to Desmos. Go to Desmos. You will make a brand new thing. Just make a brand new graph, or you can just delete the whole set here. And you will do, what does it say? You'll do the almost, no, you'll do the ready 2 and 3 from yesterday's homework. So you go to ready, question number 2, question number 3. Okay. So for these two questions, you will use the Desmo to plot the box and whisker plot. And basically, you will do the same, you'll need to do the same thing as you were doing here. I should see the box and whisker plot, and I should see the stats, okay, for both 2 and 3. And for that part here, you will just do another screen cap and post those answers here, okay? Now, after you've done the whole entire thing, what you will need to do is you will need to export it. So download it as a Microsoft Excel. Okay, download it as a Microsoft Excel. And then afterwards, go to Brightspace. Okay, go to Brightspace. And go to assignments. And you should see this one open 2.2. So you will upload that Google Excel, that Excel spreadsheet into here. Okay, so you submit that, and that's it. Okay, hopefully this helps. Yeah, hopefully this video helps you to understand what you need to do today and kind of guide you on the technology. Um, and make sure you get it done. I expect you to have this in. As you can see, it's due tonight before midnight. Okay, it's due tonight before midnight. So make sure you, yeah. So make sure you get this done. Okay. Um, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.